Last night was a movie, baby. Lights up, you was driving me crazy.
Recording this today, I'm a 45-year-old multimillionaire. But if I could go back and talk to my 20-year-old self and give him some advice, here are the 60 things I would share. Number 1, stop waiting for the right time, just make the time right. Most people, the most important thing they gotta do is just make a decision. Stop waiting to get ready and just fucking do it. Number 2,
stay ready, baby.
Buy distractions, rich people buy time. You have to start investing in things that are going to save you time. Think about wash and fold laundry or meal prep or using the apps that bring stuff to you so you don't spend your time running a bunch of errands. Number 3, your 20s is when you get good. Your 30s is when you get rich, and your 40s is when you get wise. I look at my life in 10-year increments. The first 10 was to develop the skill to become valuable. The next 10 was to figure out how to make money with that skill. The last 10 was using that to create my empire. You have to dedicate yourself in decades to one focus.
Do you love discovering new music before it hits the charts? Well, it's time for that. SoundCloud just leveled up. Right now, when you refer your friends, you get benefits on SoundCloud. Premium features like ad-free, gear, and a little money pay to monetize. Grab your unique code in my bio, my description on YouTube. Don't let your friends listen to basic radio. Link in the bio, man. Check it out on SoundCloud. Let's get loud.
Number 4, buy the way you want to be bought from. Most people are so cheap, they get mad when buyers are cheap with them.
That's facts,
but they're
though.
the ones that put the energy out there. So if you want people to easily buy from you, easily buy from other people. Number 5, winners lose more than losers ever will. Most people are scared to fail, but that's only true if you don't get the feedback. If you take a shot on goal and you miss, but you learn how to take a better shot on goal, then that is actually a win. Don't be scared of failure, embrace it. Number 6,
I don't know. I'm a winner. I ain't really failed that much. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what you think is a fail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fail if you don't try. But if you try, you win. How you fail?
Bruh.
You know what I mean?
self-esteem is the reputation you have with yourself. If every time you make a commitment to yourself, you let yourself down by not keeping that commitment, then you erode your self-esteem, your self-worth, and you'll never fight for
I like
what you
this
think you
content.
deserve. Number 7, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hard no. My frame is very simple. I ask myself, if somebody asked me to do the thing they want me to do and it was today, would I say yes? If the answer is no,
numbers
I'm
you
busy,
got?
then it's probably no. Even the good stuff is a no, because if I don't say no, then I won't have the space to say yes to the great. Number 8, say yes until you can afford to say no. You say yes when you have a lot of opportunities, but then if you're good, you get a lot more requests. Then you got to learn to say no when things no longer serve you. Number 9, the best way to predict the future is to attract it. Most people get confused because they think they got to create success. My philosophy is that I attract success. I pull my future into my present by being very clear on what I want to achieve and taking action. Number 10, you can't complain about the outcomes you didn't get from the work you didn't do. Stop expecting things to be easy. They're not, and they never will be, because if you're not doing the work, then you can't get the outcome. Number 11, broke people talk about people. Rich people talk about ideas. Just listen to yourself when you're with your friends. Are you talking about other people, or you're talking about possibility? Are you talking about ideas? Are you talking about creation? Or you're focusing on talking about the easiest thing to talk about, which is shit about other people that aren't even there? Number 12, don't take criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from. My philosophy is very simple. I only take advice or criticism from people who are already where I want to be or have done the thing I want to do. Number 13, how you do anything is how you do everything. Most people discount the small things, but those small things lead into big things. If you take care of your environment, then the business will be taken care of. If you take care of your space, then your team will be taken care of. Focus on doing the small things right to get the big things to come to life. Number 14, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your habits. So you got to figure out, what are the 3 to 5 things that if you do every day will set you up for success. Number 15, the best revenge is massive success. When I was growing up, I was that kid that the other kids in my neighborhood weren't allowed to play with. Now I earned that label, and trust me, I didn't always make the best decisions. But when I decided to turn my life around, I didn't focus on proving them wrong. I just focused on becoming undeniable. Number 16, Winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. If you compare yourself to everybody else, then you're always looking for why you're not good enough. And the truth is, you're only competing against one person, and that's you from the past. Number 17. Most people are too afraid of looking stupid to ever get good at anything. Think about all the people you see on social media. The reason they're good is because they decided to start. Even though in their head, trust me, because I'm one of them, I thought I have nothing to share. People are going to think I'm dumb. This is dumb. I still decide to do it because if you think everything makes you look dumb, you'll never try anything. Number 18. It's not about
Try being a rapper. So a lot of people looking dumb trying to rap.
having time. It's about making time. The truth is nobody creates time. Nobody has extra time. We all have the same amount of time. You either decide to allocate it properly or you don't. You're 100% accountable for that. Number 19, your mind will believe that
Allocate
you
it properly.
tell it. Anytime somebody asks me, how you doing, Dan? I always answer the same way. Incredible. Incredible. Freaking amazing. Awesome. Thanks
Incredible.
for asking. Why? Because
Awesome.
you will believe
I use
what you
awesome.
repeatedly say. So I reprogram my mind using mantras like that and many others to keep myself focused on who I want to become. Number 20. 80%
bro be
of your
speaking?
problems would be solved if you just went to bed on time.
You
It's
be
kinda
speaking,
crazy,
bro?
but this simple life lesson will change everything for you. Set an alarm for when you go to bed and just honor it. Get to sleep. Nothing exciting happens late at night when you can have an early start to your day. Number 21. The problem isn't lack of resources, it's lack of resourcefulness. Most people think, well, I don't have the money to start that or the friend group or the experience. The truth is, most people that have won in life, they're just more resourceful. They don't make a list of things that tell them they can't do something. They get good at finding the resources needed to solve the problems. Number 22, learn to be alone without being lonely. One of the most powerful skills
Yeah, I like
and
that one.
processes I've learned is become the person who needs nothing from anybody. If I can be happy with nothing, then I'm going to be ecstatic with a lot. Number
I say all the time, bro, you're not missing out on nothing. I'm feeling like people is listening to me. They listening to me, gang. People listen to me, bro. Like that's one thing I can say. People listen to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of old now. I'm getting a little older. People listening to me, bro.
23, work while they sleep so you can live like they dream. Most people would rather sleep in and snooze on their life, but you're different. You're going to get up early every day, do the hard things, and live a life that 99% of people only dream of. Number 24, you teach people how to treat you. If somebody does something that I don't agree with, I say it right away. I don't accept people stepping all over me. Number 25, money is a tool, not the goal. I think of money like a battery. It's an energy source, and we want to use money as a tool to improve our life. You don't want to hoard it. Number 26, if you're always available, you're not valuable. You should be the kind of person that puts themselves out there so everybody knows who you are. You should be easy to find, but hard to get a hold of. That's what
Hard to
makes
get a
you
hold
valuable.
of.
Number 27, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Most people think they got
I wish I would have learned that. You feel me?
that puts themselves
Motherfuckers
out
want
there
you.
so everybody
They
knows
want
who you
you.
are. You should be easy to find, but hard to get a hold of.
They want you. You talented.
That's what makes you valuable. Number 27, you don't attract what
Start
you
giving
want,
people
you
time
attract
limits.
what you are.
30
Most
minutes.
people think they got
Hour.
to do more to be successful. I would argue
Hour,
you have
twin.
to be more. It's not do then become. It's actually become then do. Number
Become
28,
then do.
no response is a response and a powerful one. You don't have to reply to every email that comes to you. You don't have to answer every phone call and you don't have to reply to every text. Don't feel like you need to explain yourself to everyone. Number 29, you either get better or you get bitter. I remember going to my high school reunion and every time I'd meet somebody, they would say stuff like, hey, remember back in the day we did this or that? And I'm just like, what have you been up to lately? Because it sounds like you've been just living the same life and honestly regressing. Don't be that old guy saying, back in my day, I used to bench 225. Where are you at today? Number 30, time is the most expensive thing you have. So don't waste it scrolling on social media or talking to people that take your energy. Focus your time on things that matter most to you, like your family, your health, your goals. Push your life forward. Number 31, wealth is built with patience and loss with ignorance. The people that have created real wealth, sustainable wealth, they got rich and they still got it, it's because they've kept being curious. They wonder what's going on around them. They don't pretend like they know it all. Don't get cocky as you build your empire. Number 32, The secret to success is consistency, not intensity. I'm not impressed with somebody that can get up and go to the gym for 14 days in a row. I am impressed with somebody who can be consistent over 6 months. Number 33, you're only as strong as your weakest habit. Having a bunch of vices, habits, decisions that you're not proud of, like eating too much, drinking too much, being addicted to your phone, it's kind of like going on a hike with a backpack full of rocks. You can do it. It's just going to be way harder, and it'll definitely slow you down in a big way. Number 34, regret will hurt more than failure ever will. I call this regret minimization. When I fast forward to my last day, my last breath, I don't want to be laying on my deathbed with a bunch of regrets. So every day I minimize my regrets by taking action today. I don't wait. I don't push off. I don't get in the mood. I don't wait for my feelings to feel good. I just do.
What's your max today?
Never argue with someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. Truth is, most people aren't going to get you, and it's not your responsibility to have to explain it. It's okay leaving people in the reality that they find themselves with. You want to learn to pick your fights because you don't want to be in a fight with somebody who doesn't want to see you win. Number 36. If you're always the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. It feels good to be the top dog, the smartest person in the room, the person that has all the answers. Problem is, the way to be successful is you got to get comfortable being the smallest person in the room.
Fasting call.
Number 37. Don't let temporary people create permanent wounds. Friends come into your life for either a reason, a season, or a lifetime. If you know the difference, you decide to let those people stay in the past. Number 38. Distractions destroy more dreams than lack of resources ever will. Most people don't lack opportunity, they lack focus. Number 39. If you've never contradicted yourself, you're not growing fast enough. What that means is that if you're truly on a growth journey in your reading, in your investing, you're going to develop new points of view, which means that your new beliefs are different than the old ones. So if you keep believing the same thing you used to believe, then are you really growing fast enough? The key in all of this is to be confident about what you believe. That's why I say, often wrong, never in doubt. Number 40, get obsessed with the process, not the outcome. Fall in love with the art and the betterment and the person you're becoming as you
like
pursue
that
the
one.
goal, not the actual goal itself. If you disconnect from the need of achieving something to be happy, instead be happy in the process of achieving, that's a life of fulfillment.
No, facts. I gotta like the process. It's like you play one game. Bro, why y'all playing one game, bro? It's 1,000 games to play, bro. There's 1,000 more people that like that 1,000 games that you play. Right. That's what I'll never get, bro. Nobody want to sit here and watch the same game every day. That's why that's why your favorite streamer be playing Super Mario. And then they turn around and play some whole other game like GTA or something. Like, I should want to play GTA now. Just cause I'm in the mood type shit. I'm in the mood for GTA. Whatever you in the mood for, that's what you gonna do. Then your fan base gone, oh, I want to see you play this more. And then you can just, nigga, we'll load it up. Feel me? Come on, gang.
Number 41, winners make adjustments, losers make excuses. If you want to win, you're going to have to tweak things. You're going to have to learn from whatever happened and move forward. The people that try and never try ever again is because they make excuses for themselves. It's never their fault and they don't learn anything. Don't fall into the trap of explaining yourself out of winning. Number 42. If you want an extraordinary life, stop making ordinary choices. The whole point of being extra is that you're doing things that other people wouldn't do. If everybody around you is saying that's a good decision, you might want to be concerned because for you to be extraordinary, you need to be extra. Number 43, if you hang around with 5 winners, you'll be the 6th. Most people are the byproducts of the people they spend the most time with. If you do not make a decision to find those other 5 people and work your way into that friend group, then you're just going to make it hard on yourself. Number 44, the best investment you'll ever make is in yourself. If you can invest money in becoming better so you can increase the money you make when you do work, that's the best return you'll ever get. Stop investing in stocks initially and start investing in you. Number 45, you don't get paid for time, you get paid for value. If you could take $1 million and turn it into 10 million in 30 minutes, you would get paid a lot of money, millions of dollars for that magic trick. It's not the amount of time you work, it's the value you create in that time. So focus on increasing your value and
Let me
disconnect
get that. Let me get some of that
your
money so I can gamble.
If you chase 2 rabbits, you'll catch none. Sequencing equals success. If you want to be successful, you need to know what's the one thing, the one domino that if you go all in will help you get that result. You have to pick one focus and go all in. Number 47.
Focus week.
Owned, it's rented. Every day you have to pay rent. You got to pay your
Focus week. Hold on. We gotta go back.
you get that result. You have to pick one focus and go all in.
Focus week. What we focusing on every week? We gotta focus on something. We gonna focus on reaction videos. We can focus on Call of Duty skate clips, and beats. That's how I look at this shit. That's how I look at this YouTube shit. Gotta focus on some shit. If you're gonna be a variety though, gotta focus on something once a week. And me, I like the process of just, you know what I'm saying? I just like the process.
Number 47. Success is never owned, it's rented. Every day you have to pay rent. You got to pay your dues. You got to show up, you got to be consistent, you got to put a smile on, and you got to do that over long periods of time. Rent is due every day. You need to stay consistent. Number 48. Money follows momentum, not perfection. Money loves movement. Money loves speed. Money loves decisiveness. The key is you have to move fast and fix things as you're building. Number 49. If your goals don't scare you, they're too small. I used to think I was thinking big.
Boy, what?
San Francisco. And it went from being a millionaire to being a billionaire. Because if you showed up to a coffee shop talking about your $1 million ideas, people would literally stop talking to you and walk the other way. You have to dream bigger, but even more important, execute harder. Number 50.
Scared of him.
Isn't thinking you're better than others, it's knowing you don't have to compare. Confidence isn't a lack of being humble, it's the certainty that you know you do the things you say that you're gonna do because of who you are. That's why you have to learn to run your own race. Number 51. If you can't lead yourself, don't expect others to follow you. Just like in a plane, before you help anybody else, you have to put your mask on. And too often people are ready to give everybody else advice on what's going wrong in their life. They don't want to look in the mirror and ask themselves, am I being honest about what's going on in my life? Number 52. Good is the freaking enemy of great. See, most people that achieve a little bit of success, they stop. Now all of a sudden they've got something to lose. They forgot why they started in the first place. They climbed that mountain of success and set up shop halfway through because things are now good. There's nothing to run away from. There's no pain to avoid. The challenge is all great people never settled. And that's what a mediocre life comes from. If you want to live a great life, never settle. Number 53. You're not overthinking, you're under executing. All your self-doubt
Google rewards.
Just get up and move forward towards your goals. It will erase all self-doubt. Number 54. If you want better answers, ask better questions. The better the question, the better the life. And what's crazy is your questions will dictate your future. Number 55. If you hate Mondays, you're doing life wrong. You have to design a life where you get excited to get out of bed. It's the people.
Nah, facts. What's today? Monday?
It's the energy. It's you.
Hey, man. Shout out to Mondays, man. Everybody tapping in today, man. Y'all lit. Y'all already there, gang.
I said wherever I be wherever I was. I counted that money for fun.
Put out is what you get back, so find work that lights you up. Number 56, your vibe attracts your tribe. It's so crazy, but your energy, how you feel, attracts other people that also vibe and feel that way. So what you need to do is just put out your vibe. If you're a happy person, smile. Somebody asks you how you're doing, say freaking amazing. If you love to work out, tell everybody about your last workout. Like, be the person who
I need to go do some sit-ups.
so that other people that resonate with that will lean in. They'll talk to you. Number 57, you receive what you desire for others. If you want to get in the best shape of your life, desire that for other people. If you want to be rich, help other people get rich. If you want to be happy, help other people be happy. It's so interesting that what you want for other people is what you'll get back in return. Number 58, your life is the byproduct of your most dominant thoughts, feelings, and actions. If you're not happy with where you're at, then ask yourself, what am I thinking about? How am I feeling about my situation? And what am I doing about it? If you look at those 3 things, you can change your whole life by just that focus. Number
We
59.
tapped in.
Weak people chase pleasure, strong people chase purpose. If you want to live a life of fulfillment, you have to do hard things. You have to continue to expand and to grow. If you keep looking for the easiest path, then you'll never live a life of purpose. Number 60. You don't need more information, you need more execution. Some people are addicted to self-help. The truth is, you already know what you need to do. Now it's time to just go do it. So those are the 60 things I would share with my
Right.
20-year-old self.
All right. I'm 27, 28. I'm 28. Facts. Just go do it. You already know what you need to do now. You know what I'm saying? Just go do it. Start that motion. Post them shorts. Post them YouTube videos. Go live. You know what I'm saying? Ask for subscribers. Because if you don't ask, ain't nobody gonna give it to you. So you gotta ask for subscribers. Lock in.
If you want to learn the best businesses you can start in 2025, click the video and I'll see you on the other side.
Our CEO schedule their day. Hey man, good vibes, man. Appreciate y'all, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Good video, Dan Martel. Good video. I like that one. That shit hard. Use ChatGPT. This shit's Prince money. Copy me. It's right here in y'all face, nigga. This shit right here in y'all face, twin. Hey man, lit reactions, gang.
Is bullshit. Getting rich. Here's the deal. Passive income is bullshit. Getting rich quick is also
Bullshit.
BS.
Oh
But
God.
building scalable income online is completely real. You'd think you need a big audience or some fancy funnel to make money online, but the truth is it's so simple that most people find it boring.
Yo, who is this guy? Who is this guy, bro?
I've personally sold over 6 million in the last 2 years chatting with complete strangers over Instagram. And I do it in between meetings, on the back of my boat, even when I'm training at the gym. It's what I call the 2-engine business model. I've taught this boring model to thousands of my clients, and even complete beginners started making $10,000, $30,000, and $50,000 a month using it. And I'm gonna break it down step by step so you can copy exactly what I do.
Let's go.
What is
Let's
the
go, chat.
2-engine
Let's go.
business model? It comes down
Go.
to this. Everybody wants to get rich.
Rich.
I want that for you more than you'll ever know. To do that, we got to focus on 2 areas: the magnet and the money. The reason this is so important to make money online is that most people don't have a way to attract their perfect buyers. They don't understand what kind of content they should put out. They don't know what they should say. They get worried about getting in their head. They struggle. Even if they have an audience, I know so many people that have 100,000 plus on Instagram that are broke. They don't know how to do the money part, how to create an offer, how to figure out the best way
how to get
someone
affiliated,
part
how
with
to
their
do
money
affiliated.
in a way that feels ethical and logical and simple. Now I know what you're thinking.
Prop
This
your
won't
phone
work
up.
for me. I only have a little audience. Well, my buddy Mike Brown had 6,000 followers and generated $1 million in his first year. So maybe you got 600. Would 100K be okay?
Damn.
See, most people make the
Nah,
mistake
facts.
of little audiences not being big enough to make big money. I'm telling you, it's all about following the 2-engine process that's going to get people ready to buy from you or run away scared.
Back in 2016, y'all know how I move. Get them fan pages that got millions of followers. They be doing promos, 24-hour promo, permanent promos. Just gotta get in.
But if you don't follow these 4 stages, this model won't work for you. But you can't sell anything until you identify who you're going to sell to. Which brings us to stage 1 of making money online. Find your perfect buyer. It's kind of funny looking back, but in my 20s, I thought my job was to just try to find anybody to buy. And I would talk to people and I would send emails and I would try to create Facebook ads and AdWords and all these things to literally blanket the market to find anybody that would buy from me. And then I realized I spend a lot of time trying to convince people that were never going to buy, that didn't have a budget, didn't matter in the first place. They didn't even have the freaking problem that I was helping them with. So the first thing you have to do is get really clear on solving a specific problem for somebody who has it. This is different than everything you've heard about an ICP and all these other things, because my philosophy is very simple. If you can describe your buyer's pain better than they can explain it to you, you'll win their business. Hit refresh, play it again. Listen to what I just said. If you define, can you explain, can you walk somebody through the pain they're feeling in a way that they couldn't even verbalize.
Different type of
become the person who gets the permission to help them. So, who can you help?
Explanations. It could be like 1,000 ways to explain that one thing. That's a good salesman.
My philosophy is you're best equipped to help somebody that you once were. That's why I love watching fitness coaches that have transformed their life, their energy, their mindset because of going to the gym and eating proper nutrition. And then they have this passion to want to see other people do it themselves. Those are the best people to help other people. Folks that went through massive pain, massive challenge, major setbacks, worked their way through, got a result, and now want to teach other people. So if you're asking yourself, who can I help? Help other people like you. Help other people solve the problem that you face and figured out the path. It doesn't matter if you create a course that they buy, or you build a blueprint that you help them go through, or that you do it for them, or you build a tool that they buy where they can do it themselves. At the end of the day, you want to find people where you can empathize with their pain because you've been there before. That's the best. The truth is, if you solve a big enough pain, you will get paid in proportion to the problem you solve. When I think about it and I go like, how do I truly communicate that I understand the customer? I ask myself, what are their goals? Sometimes they're unexpressed goals. What are their dreams? What are the things that they think about that they haven't told other people? What blocks them from taking action? If I can talk about this, then I become the expert. What fears do they have? My favorite question to ask my clients is, what keeps them up at night? What do they Google to solve problems? Those questions that they're asking ChatGPT or Google is your opportunity to enter the conversation they're having in their mind. Now, let's get you some eyeballs. Which brings us to stage 2 of making money online: create viral content.
WAD, man, get your money,
With
gang.
this plugin, you could make sounds that nobody else is making.
You get unlimited access to everything, all the sounds.
Oh, yeah, now this is the type of ad I want to see.
Viral content. Everybody and their dog will promise you they have a process, a step, a checklist, a blueprint for creating viral content. Every month, every 28 days, I get 120 million on average views on my content. I know what it takes to go viral. I will walk you through exactly how we do it so that you can replicate it for yourself. And it doesn't take a ton of time, and it doesn't require a big team. And every person should be doing this. They've just never been taught to do this. So I'm going to give you exactly how we do it ourselves. The first thing is, most people think you need a lot of followers to go viral. The truth is today the whole algorithm has changed. About 2.5 years ago, 2 major things changed. First off, the same format for media is the same across all platforms. That didn't happen before. Before, you had to create content for Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. Now, short form content, short form videos, reels or shorts as they're called on different platforms, you can literally edit them and post them on the different ones and they will work. That's massive. The second part is that it used to be a social graph. It used to depend on the amount of followers you had, how many people saw it to give it some momentum. Today, the algorithm said, we don't really care. We care more about how good is the content, how many people we show it to that they engage into it, what's called the interest graph. And based on that small test and a bigger test and a bigger test, based on the performance, we will show it to more and more and more people. That's how you create viral content. And that's what's completely different. So you could have 0 followers today and have the same chance as I do with 5 million followers across all my social platforms to go viral because you created a better piece of content. Right off the bat, everybody's freaking out because they're like, what kind of content do I shoot? I'm going to break it down into 3-letter acronym. It's called PSL. And no, it doesn't stand for pumpkin spice latte. It stands for point, story, lesson. See, you've got this magical device in your pocket that you can use to record and create content that has the possibility of going viral. In a second, I'll tell you exactly how to decide what you shoot. But first, I need you to get comfortable shooting content. So here's how I do it. I literally think to myself, what's the point I want to make? The point is the problem that your perfect buyer is struggling with around the problem you solve for them. So for example, one of the points that's going to come up is like, how do I teach my team to adopt AI? So then I say, are you a health practitioner struggling with get your team to adopt AI? The other day I was talking to a client and this is what was plaguing them because they were like, I use it every day, but I've got 12 other people on my team and I can't seem to figure out how to get them to do it. For the next 30 days, everybody's going to be encouraged to use ChatGPT. And at the end of those 30 days, you're going to sit down and you're going to look at all their prompt history, and the person that you feel's used it the most is going to get a $500 gift certificate to a restaurant of their choice. I know, it sounds like a lot of money, but that will get everybody on board to want to win it, and you'll get a whole team that just magically gets upgraded. So the lesson is, if you want to get people to adopt AI, you have to motivate, encourage, and reward them for doing the right behaviors. So here's why it works. First off, stories are the glue for remembering anything. Another format is analogies. So the story format can be anything, something that happened to you, something that you read about that somebody else did, could be a client story, could be anything. If you don't have that, use a metaphor. Metaphors are incredible. And the lesson for me is all about being practical. Frameworks, it's actionable. When we get somebody a result, then we start to build trust. If they can get a ton of results in their life before they've ever given you $1, you become their trusted advisor. You become the person that can direct them in their life, and they will give you their attention. But I know what you're thinking. What do I make this content about? That's why you got to go to ChatGPT. So here's the prompt. Act as a world-class marketer. I want to create content for health practitioners. That's my niche. Around their challenges, adopting AI. That's what I solve for them. Create a list of 25 ideas for content I could create using the format point, story, lesson. Then I want you to go on social media and I want you to find people that have massive audiences that are creating content with these points, these concepts, and watch their ideas. It's called pre-validated concepts. So if I see somebody that has an outlier on their video and they're talking about food prep, or they're talking about AI adoption, or there's something about the video that's unique, I can interpret that. Don't copy. Use that as inspiration and then create your version of it, that you create your story, your lesson, but it's their point. See, that way it's your perspective. And if everybody just shared their unique stories, their points of view, then everybody be attracting their perfect buyers. Now, I want to challenge you. This is what you got to do. So make a commitment to me right now. For the next 100 days, I need you to shoot one video using the PSL framework every day and post them on Reels, Shorts, and TikTok. But now that you've created that media to turn it into a magnet, how do you turn that attention into money?
You love building high-performing websites, but you don't love having to chase clients down for content,
How
coding plugins.
is he gonna tell us, guys? Make 100K?
Which brings us to stage 3 of making money online: be social. All right, this thing blows my freaking mind. I have clients.
All right, be social, bro. People be like, "Oh, don't respond to comments. Don't respond, nigga." If I'm a small creator, you comment something on my 50 view video, bro, I'm gonna comment back, bro. You feel me? You ain't gonna get ego. You're not gonna get egoed, bro. We see you, bro.
Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram.
You might get ego
when
there's a million.
Messaging them. I know. You're like, what? How would they have all these people following, leads, opportunities, conversations to potentially serve somebody, and you're telling me they never message them? Nope. They make up reasons. Well, why would I message them? They follow me for this, but I want to sell that and blah, blah, blah. What's funny is most business owners, when you ask them, why aren't you growing? They'll say, well, I don't have enough leads. And what's crazy is there's no lack of people that you can sell to. It's just you don't know what to say to them to get them to want to buy. Can we all agree that social media is about being social? Can we all agree that if you have an opportunity to talk to somebody that you might be able to help, that's probably a good idea? But Dan, I don't have the time to chat with everybody. How am I supposed to do it? I got to run my business. Are we okay? Can we just take a second to pause? You're telling me you don't have enough leads, yet you have people that have indicated interest by following you. And I would consider that an opt-in, and you don't think it makes sense to message them, to say hello, to say, are you here for help? How can I be of service?
Number one business consultant in the game,
And this
man.
one's my favorite. People go, that's cool, but there's no way somebody's spending 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 buying from somebody over chat. I mean, not in this world of friggin' scam and fraud. Let me tell you, over chat, I've seen clients sell 10,000, 15,000, 25,000,
30,000? Oh, 50,000.
250,000,
250.
$500,000 things. Now, did they put $3,000 on a credit card as a deposit to then set up the wire transfer? Yep. But did they get somebody comfortable enough to engage, to have the chat, to answer their questions, for them to feel comfortable enough to make a commitment? You better believe it. So don't sleep on this. So here's exactly how
Don't sleep.
I use Instagram and other platforms and chat with people to make millions of dollars every year, and how you can do it very easily. Number one, open the conversation. When somebody follows you, and I'm talking every follower, I want you to ask them this simple question. It's the this or that question. And the that is always the thing you can help them with. Are you here for the content, or are you looking for help growing your business? Are you here for this, or are you looking for that? Are you here for the videos, or looking for recipes on how to be healthier? Are you here for the content, or are you looking for help with your taxes? Whatever you do is the that. Most people will say, well, I'm here for both. And some people will skip right to the end and go, I need help with my business, or I need help with my finances, or I need help with whatever. That is the power of opening the conversation with a this or that question. Number two, post hand raisers. Essentially what you want to do is you just want to post a story on your Instagram or as a reel and just say, if you are this and looking for that, then let me know by sending me this message. Like, you can go on my Instagram right now and
For sure.
test it out. If you send me the word,
Yeah, I
coach,
gotta,
we're gonna start a
uh,
conversation about how I might be able to help you.
I gotta
would
lock in
encourage
with
you
that.
to make a post that allows people to raise their hand and say, I could use your help, but they need to know what you do first. Number three, and this is for getting rid of the tire kickers, is ask a qualifying question. Ask a simple question.
Shoe
How long have you
kickers.
been looking to solve this problem? Have you put a budget aside to solve this problem? Like, ask something that qualifies them so that you can immediately go, oh, appreciate you being here, but unfortunately I won't be able to help. And that's fine. You're allowed to say, I don't think I can help, and move on to the next person that raised their hand and said, I'd like to chat with you. Most people are so scared to offend people, and they feel like they have to talk to people and answer every question. It's going to keep you bogged
Yeah.
down and not
Oh,
having
God.
time to talk to the real people that want your help. Here's why I love to enroll people into my world, and that's what I call selling. Because I know I can't
That's real,
change
Dino.
their world if they're not in my world. You can't help somebody if they're not inside your business. So do everything you can when you're reaching out to communicate how you can add value, to be trustworthy, to show examples of customers crushing it with you, so you can get people comfortable exchanging money to solve a problem. But you can't just message people and expect them to buy anything. Which brings us to stage 4 of making money online. Get the order.
We need a small business loan fast.
I got this.
Loan cannon!
There's a better way to get a fast small business loan. Go to ondeck.com, and if approved, get your funds as soon as the same day. Your loan is on deck.
Yeah. W ads.
A few months ago, I had a friend of mine reach out, and he could not figure out for the life of him why nobody was buying from him. And I was like, well, show me your chats, show me the conversations. And I'm sitting there and I'm scrolling, and I was just watching chat over chat of a person. When the person talked about their problem, his response was, it's all good. You're amazing. I'm paraphrasing, but essentially that's what it sounded like. It's like, don't worry, you're great. And I was just like, bro,
You're great.
essentially they're saying they have a problem, and you're saying you don't have a problem. They're saying that they have a challenge and you're saying, no, you don't. You're amazing. When you sell, you have to create a framework of getting somebody into the right emotion of getting ready to buy. No feeling of the pain, no decision to solve the problem. If you're chatting, a few rules you have to stick to. Number one is don't release the pressure valve. That's what he was doing. The person would come in and say, you know, I've sold this much money online. They'd be like, you're amazing. That's so great. Why? You're there to diagnose. You're like a doctor. The person came in. They said, I have a pain in my knee. And you go, interesting. Tell me about the situation. And then you touch them here and you push there. And all of a sudden you get to tell them, well, the pain in your knee is caused because your hips are too tight. And you have this muscle called the psoas. And if you press on the psoas and you loosen that up, the pain in your knee will go away. That's what my doctor said to me a while ago. And that will build a ton of authority for you to be in a position for them to buy. Number two is you got to get them in the buying zone. If you think about it, some people come into your chat and they have no confidence in their ability to solve this problem. Okay, these are people that are scared yet again. I'm not going to solve this and I'm really concerned. And it's not even that they don't trust you, they don't trust themselves. Then you have people on the other side of the buying zone, which is all about having too much confidence. They come in and they're like, yo, I know what you do, but I don't think I need you because I think I'm pretty cool. And those people you need to bring back into the center. So the way we do that is we ask them questions to reframe. So the person that comes in and they're like, yeah, I made 10 million last year. Your question to them is, did you make any profit? Did you raise any money from investors? How much did you pay out in affiliates? Like, you have to know what the questions are to get the person back to being connected to the pain. That is the buying zone. Somebody that has no confidence, you have to let
pay out
them know.
an affiliate.
I love that you're concerned. People just like you are the ones that do the best in the program because when they show up, they're willing to do the work. I have a hard time if somebody is making a lot of money coming in trying to solve a problem because I can't get their time and attention. You are perfectly situated to be the best person to work with me. That's what we do to reframe people that don't have confidence or have too much to get them into the center of the buying zone. Number three is you got to present the offer, and the offer has to be designed to alleviate all their objections. I literally keep it so simple. When I show you and tell you how I do it, you're going to be like, impossible. $6 million myself sold with my fingers, chatting with strangers on Instagram. I literally have a notes file on my phone where I copy and paste the offer in chat. It fits exactly whatever character amount that is. One chat, here's the offer. It's clear, it's concise, it doesn't confuse them. I see people over and over again. Here's exactly how we do it. And it's just this long-winded, complicated thing. Confused buyers don't buy. If you try to overwhelm them with bells and whistles and features, they just won't buy. They just want to trust that you can address exactly what you said to them were the challenges based on your background experience and other clients you've worked with. Now that's what I do. If you want something that all my clients use to make millions, go find me on Instagram, Dan Martel, 2L's Martel. Follow me and message me the word YouTube offer, and I will send you a direct link to my Google Doc that all my clients are using to make millions of dollars online. Number four, get the credit card. I can't tell you how often people complicated getting the money. If they say, I'm in, say, cool. Do you want me to grab the link? Then they go, oh no, let me talk to my partner. Now you have a real objection. Be ready to take the credit card. When they say, yeah, sounds like a plan, perfect. What card do you want to put that on? What way do you want to make payment? Ask for the order. Have a Stripe link ready to go that you can send over chat. I've sat on the back of my wake boat, surfing, chatting, and then sending links. And while I'm out there surfing, getting payments for people that want my help, it can be that simple. It's just the truth is people want to overcomplicate it. Have a Stripe link ready to go to accept payments so that when they're ready to buy, you don't make it hard on them. The way we win online is very simple. Create content that is valuable, that is useful, that educates, that inspires, and helps people solve problems. And then while you're doing that, engage with them, talk to them, see if there's ways that you can help further. Even if you can't, recommend somebody who can. If you become the person that is their trusted advisor, then you will have the opportunity to serve them. I think that is the highest form of building an online business that makes you money, that allows you to live that lifestyle that you've been after, of freedom and travel and experiences, but it requires you to put your fears aside and go all in for 30 days, posting videos and talking to people. But if you want to learn how to build a business that runs itself, click here and I'll see you on the other side.
With that being said, bro, like, comment, subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all.
Plug.
New videos coming soon, gang.